Good morning. It's 5:32. Back on the trail. Today it looks like I have a series of just non-stop up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Some of them look really steep. So this will be fun. Oh, it's chilly again this morning as well. Let's see. Just my thermometer thing likes to hide. Hang on. 60 degrees. So feels pretty good. Not cold enough for me to have to put on a sweater or anything, but or my warm clothes, but whatever. And I'm starting the day off with a climb. Sun is coming up. The sky looks like it's on fire over there. Huh. There's a prettier view. You can just barely see it through the trees. Here come the rocks. Rocks. And the sun is up now. 6:13, and I think there's trail magic. Just crossed this road. Too cool. I've got a big water crossing. Look at this. It's gotta be like 25 feet. It's pretty in here though. Maybe 30 feet. I don't know. I made it to the summit of that climb. Man, these climbs are brutal. Very steep. And she'll have a steep descent here a little bit. And I feel like that's what all of them are going to be today. So it's like New York, but with 10 pounds less water on my pack. So it's better than New York. Well, I'm already sweating out that Gatorade. Alright, looks like I'm about to start my descent. Had another water crossing. So nice to have precious, precious water again. Oh, water, I love you. Alright, made it to the summit of this climb. Doesn't have a name. It's getting warm already. That or I just worked up a sweat. Well, that's steep climb. It's 8:53. I got a little bit of a stream going on here, so I'm gonna get some water. And I think this might be one of the last sources for the day until I get to camp. So I'm gonna sit down and look at the map, do some planning and stuff before I hike on. Rock scrambling. Yay! Water crossing over logs. These things kind of scare me. It's a long fall. Here we go. I made it across. It was fine. I feel like when I see water moving and I'm walking, it makes me feel off balanced or I don't know, just unstable. So I really just stare at my feet and try not to focus on anything in my surroundings. Oh look, I have to cross again. Sheesh, why didn't they just put the bridge over there to avoid one of these? All right, I'm gonna put the phone away for this one. Oh man, rock climbing. I hate rock climbing. It's not a rock climb, it's like a lemon squeezer. That's a little bit better. I made it through. It's called Rogers Ramp. It's 10:23. I'm starting to get into some sunnier open ridge lines, so I'm gonna stop here and put on my sun gloves and sun hat so I don't burn. It's 11:30. I've hiked 9.96 miles, so I stopped here at this water crossing. I'm gonna chug down some water, eat some food, and this might be the last clean water source until I get to camp, so I might be here a while. These trees got me to thinking that I haven't had to climb over a single blowdown tree, anything in Connecticut so far. And the trail has been very well blazed too, like very frequent blazing. I think the trail maintainers do an excellent job here in Connecticut. That is the Lime Rock Speedway. And the reason why I keep hearing loud cars, it sounds like they're racing type cars. It's a really pretty view out there, isn't it? totally see cars racing. That's kind of cool. There goes another car. Pretty neat. So the speedway is just to my right there. But apparently you can see Bear Mountain from here. I wish I knew which one it was. Hey guys, I just descended my almost last climb for the day. I have this, I'll show you my book, this flat thing that I'll be doing for a couple of miles. And then I'll be camping out up here at the shelter, which is off trail half of a mile. Apparently it's super steep off trail too. That descent wasn't as bad as the one yesterday. No butt sliding or rock scrambles or anything like that. There were some steep parts, but totally not bad. All right, now I gotta figure out which way the trail goes. Doing some road walking. That's the Housatonic River. And from here, I don't know. Still bird walking, and I'm crossing this high school, Housatonic Valley Regional High School. It was very tempting to see if there were any vending machines with cold drinks in them, but I'm not gonna go up there. But still tempting, especially when it's this hot outside and road walks are just exposed. And let's see what the thermometer says. It says 103. I think when that's not in direct light, it's not right. I don't think it's that hot out here. I left the roadway. I'm back in the shade. Oh, thank goodness. Hope it stays this way. I think I'm next to some railroad tracks. Now that I've been in the shade for a little while, I rechecked my thermometer. This is 93 degrees. And I mixed up some of that electrolyte powder, that Gatorade powder I bought at the store yesterday. Woo! Looks like I'm close to the 1,500 mile mark. I won't be getting there today though. I think I'm gonna sit on this bench and dig some snacks and stuff out of my pack. This is supposed to be the wheelchair accessible part of the trail through here. Looks pretty good. There's a deer in the river drinking water. Still on the wheelchair accessible, super soft trail. And this part is for half a mile, I think. I spy a trash can. I'm gonna go take advantage of that. It looks like the trail will be turning left. I'm approaching Iron Bridge. Looks like I crossed that. Then I'll start my 1,000-foot climb for the day. And it looks like it's a very, very steep climb as well. Blah. There's the water. Picnic area over there. Alrighty. Great Falls. Can you see it through the trees? It's massive. There's people down there. It's pretty cool. I don't know if this gets any closer. We'll see. A little better view. It is 3:24. There's a piped spring coming from the mountain. This is the last water source till I get to the shelter. So I'm just taking a break here. I've got, I think, 1.8 miles to go, but the next 0.8 of that is straight uphill, like even steeper than what I've done. I'm only a third of the way up this climb. So taking a break, chugging some water. And then the turnoff for the shelter is 1.3 miles away, but the shelter's half of a mile off trail. I don't know if I said that earlier, but it's apparently very steep as well. So, break time. All right, this is the summit of Mount Prospect. Man, whew. I don't know if there's any more views, but there's what I can see. Here's the trail. The climb up was fine. It wasn't rocky or difficult. There's some rock steps and stuff, but other than that, the terrain was super easy. It was just very, very steep. All right, I already forgot how far until camp. I can look it up. I think I have 0.4 miles till I get to the turnoff for the shelter, and then a half a mile descent to get to the shelter. All right, so I'll check in when I get there unless I see a view or something before then. If I can reach it. This bump. I see the turnoff for the shelter ahead. Today was an 18-mile day, I think, or about that, and a hard one. Lots of steep ups and downs and PUDs, pointless ups and downs. Even that flat part, or the part that looked flat, wasn't even flat. The wheelchair accessible part was not bad, the road walk was not bad, but the part in between was actually little tiny ups and downs that, you know, they're just so short that they're not going to show up on a, that way, on a map that goes in 1,000-foot increments. Here, let me just take a peek so I know which way to go tomorrow. So I will walk straight tomorrow when I leave camp. Sorry, I just want to make sure. What else? Yeah, it was a tiring day, but it sets me up nicely for going into Salisbury tomorrow. I will be getting new shoes, a new water filter, and permethrin to use on my 2 new pairs of pants, which I guess I can spray the clean pair I have, and I'll have to pack out the rest of the permethrin for this pair that I'm wearing now until I can get them washed. What else? I haven't seen any hikers today, except one guy I saw maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. He's someone we kind of leapfrog, and I see him all the time. He tends to hike later in the day than I do, and I start earlier than him. When I saw him yesterday at the spring right before camp when I was filling up, he said he was going on 4 more miles to the next campsite. So I saw him shortly after he left camp getting water, and he was already complaining about the pointless ups and downs. So I still expect him to show up here, but I don't really know. I didn't ask. But yeah, I've had the trail to myself today. Well, a few chipmunks and squirrels. I saw a few frogs, but they all hop out of the way before I can record them. Oh, the breeze feels lovely. Okay, I will see you when I get there. So that down there, some form of rock climbing. And blue blazes way down there is the steep part of the trail, and I still have a 1/4 mile downhill to go. I made it to camp. Looks like I'm the only one here. Shelter up there. Bear box. Privy. Tent sites. I can't use the tent pads because my tent is not freestanding. Alright, let's find a place to camp. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I didn't show you the privy and stuff, but it is a mosquito like heaven out there. There are crazy mosquitoes everywhere. Well, good night, everyone.